Hey there, welcome. Today we're going to be talking about the seated hamstring stretch, and what we're going to be doing is reaching towards the middle. Now this is a great stretch, especially for beginners, because you can really open up your legs and then slowly bring your legs together every other week or so after doing these stretches on a regular basis. At the end of the video, we're going to be talking about the very few mistakes that you want to avoid. That way you can get the most out of this stretch and benefit from it. Now, this stretch is great because you're stretching both legs at the same time, so it's a lot easier to keep track of than to keep switching legs. And you can actually do this pretty much anywhere. You don't need any equipment to do it, and it works pretty well. So basically, I would definitely recommend it for, like I said, beginners. We're going to talk about those mistakes, like I said before, but before we get into more tips, here's a word from today's video sponsor.
I'm today's video sponsor, and if you'd like help losing fat or gaining muscle, there are a few ways I can help you down below. Either set up a free consultation with us, purchase through one of our free affiliate links, or purchase one of our instant access affordable training programs. Can't wait to be of service to you. Now let's get back to the rest of the video.
So basically what you want to make sure you're doing is that you're keeping your feet straight, and if you want a little extra stretch, actually flex your tibias. So point your toes back, towards you, like point your toes towards your hips if you want to feel the stretch even more. But once you're in the seated position, just open your legs up nice and wide, nice and comfortable, nothing like excessively wide, but you just want to make sure it's wide enough to where you can actually bend forward without you feeling kind of like stuck. Because if your feet are close together, if you have really good flexibility, you'll be able to do it. But if not, then you're gonna feel like you're kind of folding on yourself, which makes the stretch less effective. Also, make sure that you keep your chin tucked. Don't look up. Don't place unnecessary strain on your neck. Also, make sure that you're actually reaching as hard as you can. Reach. Now, the only downside with this one, I would admit, is that you don't have any anchor point. Like, you're not pulling on nothing. It's just air. So it's hard to kind of get into to get more range of motion out of this unless you just really are consistent with this. It's hard to track the progress on this unless you have like something to measure the distance of you stretching out. Another thing you can do too is if you have a buddy or friend, they can push your back in, and this is almost like, this is what we refer to as passive stretching, where you're passively getting stretched. Basically, you're getting pushed into that range of motion. That way you can stretch out your hamstrings more and get better results, obviously. Now, what I would recommend is that you start off with doing this for around 10 seconds at a time. Do that for around 10 minutes. And then you want to work your way up to a minute, basically, over the course of several weeks. But let's get into the mistakes. So here's what you want to avoid. You actually want to try. You're not going to be able to make progress unless you're actually exhibiting some force. And also, do not bend your knees. Keep them completely straight.